So if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you're probably wondering, why do some people don't really struggle to get the attention of their surrounding listeners, and they sound so confident and so attractive, but others, they just don't stand a chance. It feels like they're losing their listeners' attention halfway through their speech. If you have ever found yourself in such kind of situations, or you do presently think that your speeches are not as confident as they need to be, then here I will give you short and simple steps on how to improve these situations and how to avoid sounding unconfident and increase your attractiveness for your listeners or your public. If you're thinking, but how do I become a confident speaker? Then the answer is really simple. If you take a look at all these businessmen, of all these politicians, it is very crucial to note that all these people, they have been through these periods when they learned. They learned how to sound more confident and attractive, because no one is born with utmost confidence, and this is a skill which can be developed through the course of our life. The high status individuals just follow simple rules and they develop them, and these rules can help you sound as confident as them. And in this video I will explain them and I'll make it really simple for your understanding. And now you're probably wondering how hard it is to become a confident speaker. I will tell you very honestly that you don't become a confident speaker overnight, and it takes patience and practice in order to become one. But the best part of it is that everyone can do it, and it really depends on you whether you implement these rules into your life and become and sound more confident. So for the first step, I suggest we both analyze this really popular interview of Tom Cruise.
Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions though
Peter.
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
So how do you think that Tom Cruise put the interviewer in his place? He did it so confident. He did it so directly. The simple answer for this is that it was the eye contact which helped Tom Cruise achieve his ultimate goal of standing for his point of view and drawing his boundaries. The funny answer is that imagine Tom Cruise moving his eyes all around the room trying to make his point, or just staring at the ground and trying to deliver his message. It's nowhere near as efficient as looking your offender directly in the eyes. And this is a tool that can really empower your speeches and put such a weight into your words. The eye contact is such a simple tool. You have to understand that it is something that builds up gradually as the interest evolves into a conversation. You don't have to just stare at people or try to make them uncomfortable with the eye contact. It has to flow naturally. And the most important part of this thing is that it enhances the connectivity and the mutual understanding of the both sides involved into a conversation. So here I will give you some raw figures in order for you to understand how to be perceived as an active listener, how to sound very attractive when you speak, and how to make efficient eye contact with the opposite side. So when you're talking, it is very important to keep at least 50% eye contact in a conversation in order to put the weight into your words and to be perceived as more confident and attractive. If you want to be perceived as an active listener, and if you want the people to feel like you understood their message, you should look in their eyes when they are talking at least 70% of the time. This tool is of tremendous importance, and it goes beyond the words to really describe how effectively it can increase your connectivity when talking to another person. Eye contact is, of course, a skill and it can be developed. If you're struggling with preserving eye contact, you should practice by looking in a mirror and try to hold a conversation with yourself, looking directly into your eyes. And just then you'll start noticing how really uncomfortable this is. Another tool is to record yourself. Try to put your phone in front of you and just speak. As easy as it may sound, but soon you're going to notice some mistakes, and by improving them, you will enhance your eye contact and it will help increase your confidence and attractiveness. Alright, so for the next step, it is very important to note that there are many adverse opinions concerning Andrew Tate. But I suggest we take a look at this clip and try to understand what specific tool allowed Andrew Tate to deliver his message and add such a weight into his words.
And you're being raised in it. I watch other children without an iPad, they're throwing a fit, won't eat their food, this garbage. All these people want to accuse me of being a bad parent.
So after seeing this clip, just imagining Andrew Tate standing still like this and trying to deliver his message and trying to sound more confident, how would it look like? The tool that allowed him to sound more confident was his body language. He took up more space, he played with his hands, and this allowed him to be perceived as someone more powerful because you articulate your message using your hand, and it undoubtedly contributes and adds weight into your words. So when talking about body language, it is very important to know that there are a few rules that will make all the difference. First of all, you have to be relaxed. When you're entering a room, just try to make as much space for you as possible in order to feel comfortable. You don't have to take as much space as you can, but you have to take as much space as you want in order to make yourself comfortable and feel relaxed. You have to avoid fidgeting and this unnecessary movement. So when we talk about the hand movement, how should you move your hands? Should you take as much room as possible and just make all these gestures? Or you just should be compound and keep your hands together? The very important thing is that it is neither. Just imagine a box which is within the limits of your body and try to keep your hands within it. Soon you will notice how comfortable it will get for you to really speak without any awkwardness, or you will never wonder whether your hands move correctly or not. But what about when you're standing? Should you cross your hands or should you put your hands behind your back? It is actually neither. The best position which I found is this one, and it is actually so easy and it makes all the difference. Just by simply keeping your hands like this, you will never appear awkward, would it be either on stage or in a group of your friends. It is actually so easy to maintain this posture and just be relaxed. So again, if you want to develop a confident body language, the first step is to just look in the mirror. Just try to notice your mistakes. And when you think that everything is all right, try to record yourself. Try to deliver a simple speech and imagine yourself in this ideal scenario when your speech would have been perfect, and just record yourself. Try to notice the mistakes. Try to notice what are your flaws and improve them. This way you will build a confident body language, and try to imagine ideal scenarios of how would you appear, whether in a group of your friends or in a formal situation, and what would you do then? How much space will you take then? How would you behave yourself? Try to imagine these ideal scenarios and implement them through the many moments of your life, and it is very important to note your progress and to understand where was a successful moment and where was a mistake that you committed, and by improving them, you will develop this confident and attractive body language. If you also feel that you are having this fear of stepping on a stage or talking to the people, then check out the video which will appear in the corner. There I explain very simply and very shortly how to actually overcome this fear, and I give advices of what will help you and what you will actually double your results when it comes to a conversation without any fear. So till now we've covered how to deliver a successful speech, how to sound confident. And undoubtedly this covers a huge percent of what makes a successful speech appear so. But nevertheless, the information that you convey, the objectivity of your facts play a crucial role and do undoubtedly shape the perceivement of your information by other people that listen to you. So first of all, it is very crucial to outline that you have to have this genuine knowledge in the things you say. If you really doubt the information that you're conveying to other people, then you will automatically sound unconfident and you will instantly appear in the eyes of our people that you missed something, and it is not really the thing that we want. We have to have genuine interest in the things that we are telling other people and to base our knowledge on objective facts and on the objective information. In order to achieve this thing, I will teach you how to learn effectively. When you read something and try to absorb this vast amount of information, try to use the active recall technique. It consists of questions that you give yourself after you've read the material, and just try to question it, try to question what you've read, and try to think of a plausible answer. Another very famous technique is the Pomodoro technique. It consists of a brief period of learning and even briefer period of rest. It is actually very efficient because it does not allow you to get tired, as you can see on this graph. But the people do actually rest wrong. They may grab their phones or they may just watch a video for relaxation or something like this. But what people don't get is that in this brief period of rest, they usually tend to grab their phones, enter social media, or watch a video on YouTube. And this is undoubtedly wrong. You just overburden your brain with additional information, and it may feel pleasant to consume it, but what you are really doing is that you add additional burden on your brain and you don't really rest. On the other hand, try to enjoy the nature. Try to take a walk for this 5-minute period of time, and you will instantly notice how you re-energized and how you are ready to continue your work and continue your studies. If you want to further increase your productivity, as strangely that it may sound, that you do not have to have these huge deadlines. If you have these huge deadlines, you assure yourself that you have plenty of time to do it and you procrastinate. Try to set yourself really short deadlines. An hour or two for a specific task will be very achievable, and it will allow you to increase your preciseness and increase your focus because you don't have this much time and you should concentrate on the task that you're performing. As another actionable step, try to bring your mind back when it wanders. It is actually very common among many people to think of these irrelevant things all the time, and you just skip your information which you already read. To solve this thing, it is very essential and it is very crucial to bring your mind back to your information that you're studying, and when it wanders another time, try to focus, try to refocus and continue your task which you're performing at the moment.